Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Let's do some post analysis, then see what we got for today. For GJ, I'm still holding the sales from day before yesterday, and now I'm still holding it. Let me see what is going to happen. This is I would suggest you watch the forecast on today is Wednesday from Monday. That should be 8th of August. Watch it so that you understand why I entered this sale. I don't want to just go through repeating what I said earlier. So watch the forecast on 8th of August. You understand why I took this sale and why I'm still holding it to see what price will play out. So I'm still holding this sale, nothing much. At the moment, what I'm looking at is price is holding here on this demand order block from the minor bias territory. Something complex occurred here in this from here like this. Something very complex occurred, which is one of the advanced things you will not see publicly in the sense that we had a bullish breach. Price gave us our first swing and was supposed to do what? Expect this low. Now, it gave us our first swing based on one of the strategies I learned from my mentor is that this will be considered as step one. We're expecting price to give us a deeper, as in drop below this level in order to give us what is referred to as set 2. Okay? To give us what is referred to as set 2. And at this point, we got our set 2. And one thing with set 2 is that set 2 aims to retest the high or the resistance made by set 1 and to be on the positive side to continue the bullish momentum. But don't forget that overall, we're in seller's territory on the 4 hours time frame, seller's territory on the daily. So daily and 4 hours were in seller's territory. So price did not do anything as we anticipated. Okay. So for when you come to this 1 hour territory, what I saw was this price had given us a counter trend inside of even this 1 hour sales as well. So it's a kind of one thing mounting on another. So for GJ, in a nutshell, for GJ, what I'm looking at is safe sales will occur below this level here. In fact, once price comes back to my entry, that is an indication that the sellers are back to do what they have been waiting to do. On the other hand, if price breaks above here, then there's a possibility that it wants to continue bullish. I'm not going to touch anything. If it wants to hit my stop loss, no problem. Okay. Like I always say, let price do what it wants to do. Once I'm in the trade, I'm in the trade. If it hits my stop loss, okay. If it hits my TP, okay. But I would not influence or touch it because I trust my bias, I trust my analysis, and I want everyone who is watching or learning to have that kind of trust or respect for his or her analysis. That way, it gives you some level of accountability, whereby if something goes wrong, you want to know why it went wrong because this is a strategy or method that has been working for a long time. So you want to know if it was fundamentally influenced or there was something technically that was not seen. Okay, let's look at gold. For gold, price played out as anticipated. Looking for buys above here, stop loss below the structure. Voila, 1 hour. So for today, we're in buyer's territory. Okay, on the 4 hours time frame. We are also on buyer's territory on this 1 hour time frame. I'm not going to take buys until we've come above this level here for price to do what? Retest this high. Okay, so no buys until price breaks this minor sellers territory. So let's look at it like this. On the 4 hours territory, when buyers on the 4 hours time frame rather, when buyers territory, 1 hour time frame, when buyers territory. However, 1 hour counter trend is what? Sellers. I don't want to say 1 hour minor time frame. No, 1 hour counter trend is sellers in the sense that yes, we're in this buyer's territory on the 1 hour. However, price is what? Retracing. This is what the CT stands for. This is retracement. Okay. So if price breaches, bullishly breaches or takes out these sellers, we are in for a what? A retest of this high. All the same, if price comes below this level, to be on the safe side, below this level, I'll be anticipating sales. So this is what I'm looking at on gold. Okay, then let's look at the last but not the least is Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin going to give us today? Yesterday, Bitcoin was massively crazy in the sense that I was looking for buys above here, but one issue is that taking buys close to resistance is not my kind of ideal setup because anything could happen at that resistance, especially if you're buying into a supply zone. Okay, if the resistance is just a minor resistance, not really an institutional level or bank level, it doesn't matter. But if the resistance is a supply zone and taking buys into that zone doesn't go well with me. So I waited and I saw that okay, we're in this minor sellers territory, in this overall buyers territory. If I drop down to the 30 minutes time frame, okay, let me do that quickly. I draw down to the 30 minutes time frame and I notice that this is the swing that caused the bearish momentum. Then this is what we had. I said, okay, if we break this low, if we break this level, price should continue down. It broke it, came for test one, test two. In other words, price did this, came for this. If I drop down again, you will see this how this price played out. This is exactly what I drew here. Price breached, did this and that. You could take sell here, you could take sell here so that your stop loss will be tight. So this is one strategy that it worked on Bitcoin yesterday. Tight stop loss. I took my first TP here, which is this level, this demand order block or demand zone at the top of the demand zone. I took my first TP and left runner to this orange or yellow level because this is an a level of interest. And as you can see, as soon as price cracked it, it got rejected massively. So for today, what I'm looking at on Bitcoin today is very straightforward. Okay, what I'm looking at on Bitcoin today is very straightforward, and this is if price comes above this zone here, I'll be anticipating to take buys. Okay, I'll be anticipating buys. However, price could come back, retest the low. So it has given us a weak retest of the low. Let's see if price will retest the low or tap this level again. But I'm not in a hurry to take any sales. Okay, buy still look promising to me. Buy look promising to me. So I'm looking to take buy, see if we get a bullish bridge for price to rally. Okay, so that bullish bridge will let me know where I will put my plus and where my potential take would be. So at the moment, this will clean traffic to the left. If price reaches um this level here, clean traffic to the left and potentially retest of this high. But let's see how it goes. If you're new here or you're old, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification button or bell somewhere here so that you would be notified once I publish or post something new. Don't forget, I appreciate your comments. It's been helpful and I appreciate your
all the appreciative comments and the critical criticisms or justified criticisms or creative criticism. I appreciate all of it. Then the last but not the least is to like.